Yeah, should you be driving with your door open?
No, I didn't know it was open. No, I didn't know it was open.
Hey guys, anyone that is learning to drive, please check out the Ultimate Driving course. There are 38 easy to understand videos on every single topic required to pass the driving test. Just watch the video before the driving lesson related to the topic you are covering on that day. This will give you the correct knowledge on that subject, which means you'll know exactly what to do. So you will get into the car fully prepared, which will speed up learning. This will definitely save you time and money on driving lessons. And to get a free sample of a video in the Ultimate Driving course, please watch this video that I've previously uploaded. The link is in the description below.
Hey guys, welcome to another video. In today's video we have another mock driving test, and as usual it's with a person that I've never met before, so I've no idea what his driving is going to be like. And instead of meeting him at the test centre like I normally do, I've come to his home address because he asked me if I could pick him up from home instead. I don't normally do this, but he doesn't live too far from the test centre, so it's okay for me to get here really. So yeah, oh, he's actually here. All I know is his name is Max. How you doing, mate?
Hello.
Take a seat. Okay, Max. How are you? You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, just to let you know the cameras are recording, yeah?
Okay.
Okay. So, your provisional license, have you got a provisional with you?
Yeah. There you go.
Brilliant. That's great. And so could you tell me a little bit about your driving? How many lessons and that have you had?
I've had about 14 lessons. I've been driving since January, and I feel like I'm getting a little bit close to my test, so I just wanted to see what the areas I need to work on is.
Okay, cool. So you've had 14 1-hour lessons or 2-hour lessons? Or?
Most of them 1 hour, but some of them were an hour and a half.
Okay, so you've probably had about 17, 18 hours?
Yeah, probably.
In total? Okay, cool. Have you got your test booked up at the moment?
No, not yet.
Okay, you've watched the videos, you know how it works, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to treat it like a test. Obviously, the test isn't normally going to start from your house address, yeah? Okay,
Yeah.
We normally start from the test centre, but we'll do the 40 minutes from here, okay? And with the faults, I don't say anything if they do happen. We talk about it at the end.
Yeah.
And any faults, when I do edit the videos, I do talk about them beforehand, yeah?
Yeah.
And serious faults, how many faults are you allowed, do you know?
You're not allowed any.
Good. And in the video, what colour text do they be in?
Red.
Good. And the minor faults or the normal driving faults?
You're allowed 15.
Good. And what colour do they be in?
They'd be in amber.
So you've been watching the videos, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right then, so yeah, I've just put a random address in here because normally, you know, in the sat nav, I normally have the test routes recorded in there, but
Yeah.
from here, obviously, there's no test route from here. So I've put a random address in here, and we'll follow the sat nav to start off with.
Okay.
And then obviously, we'll switch it off after about 20-25 minutes, yeah?
All right then.
Okay. Have you been through the show me, tell me questions with your instructor yet?
I've been through some of them, yeah.
Okay. You okay for me to
Yeah, you can ask.
okay, go through them? Okay, so could you tell me how you would check your tyres that the general condition is safe and there's enough tread depth?
The minimum tread depth is 1.6 millimetres, and you check it with a reliable tyre pressure gauge.
Good. And what else would you look for to make sure the general condition's okay?
If it hasn't got any like slashes or bulges in the tyre.
Good. Yeah. Right then. So cool. Whenever you're ready, mate. If you could just move off for me.
Do you need the...
Yeah, you don't need the key. Yeah, sorry. Put my phone on the side. So obviously, guys, Max has never driven this car before. What car are you learning in?
I'm learning a Ford Fiesta.
Ford Fiesta. Do you know if that's petrol or diesel?
It's petrol.
Okay, cool. So yeah, whenever you're ready.
As we move, Max puts a handbrake down too late and brings the clutch up too high, which causes the car to stall. After moving off, there are two vehicles parked opposite one another, so the gap is very narrow. Max controls the speed and steers well through the tight space. When slowing down and stopping, it's important to check the centre mirror to assess the traffic behind. If another vehicle is following too close behind, this will affect how and when you brake. Max doesn't check the mirrors.
After 300 yards, turn right, then go left on the roundabout.
This right turn Max does well. He positions well and keeps at a good speed for the turn.
Turn right, then go left on the roundabout. Go left on the roundabout, first exit.
At this roundabout, Max chooses a suitable gap before entering. The left signal does cancel, but Max reapplies it as he exits. While waiting at the roundabout, watch how Max is only looking to the right. It's important to take a glance to the left as well, as there could be a hazard developing. Now the speed limit changes to 50 miles per hour, and Max builds up his speed well. Here the two lanes merge into one. Max does check the centre mirror early on, but doesn't check the centre and right mirrors as the two lanes merge. And when they become two lanes, Max does the correct thing by moving into the left lane, as the right hand lane is for overtaking or turning right. On the approach to this roundabout, Max changes lanes well.
After 400 yards, cross the roundabout, third exit.
He also enters and exits this roundabout correctly.
Cross the roundabout, third exit.
Ahead there are parked vehicles in our lane. Max checks the mirrors well before moving towards the right hand lane. When moving at these lights, Max brings the clutch pedal up too quick, which leads to stalling. The speed limit changes from 40 to 30 miles per hour, and Max notices this, which is good. But again, he doesn't check the mirrors as the two lanes merge into one.
After 400 yards, go right on the roundabout, third exit.
Max carries out good observations and selects a safe gap when changing lanes. Max does well on this roundabout. He follows the spiral markings well and does good observations before exiting.
Then keep left.
When moving off at these lights, Max rushes off the clutch and stalls again. There are parked vehicles ahead, so Max checks the mirrors and moves over to the right. He should have signalled as there were vehicles behind. When moving, this time Max doesn't rush off the clutch and moves off correctly without stalling. Max is aware of the bus and does good mirror checks just in case he needs to move over.
And if you could park up anywhere safe on the left.
When stopping, Max touches the curb.
Okay, and move off when you're ready, please.
He carries out good observations before moving off, but doesn't signal. There were other road users around, so a signal was required.
Two roundabouts that are close together, yeah? Both of the roundabouts, I'd like you to turn right, third exit.
Okay.
This first roundabout, Max does well. Because I've told him we're turning right again at the second roundabout, he exits onto the right hand lane, which is good planning.
So it's right third exit here, and then as soon as you do this roundabout, there's another one, turn right third exit at that one as well.
Okay.
As he's approaching the roundabout, Max steers slightly into the left hand lane. After entering the roundabout, he keeps a good position and carries out good observations. At this roundabout, we are turning right second exit. Max signals too late. At this roundabout, Max stays in his lane well, but doesn't check any mirrors before exiting the roundabout.
And if you could turn left into this car park.
Now we're entering a car park. This is where I'll ask Max to carry out the forward bay park manoeuvre. He makes 3 serious driving faults.
And if you could park forwards into any bay on the right here, please.
I ask Max to park in any bay on the right, but he opts to park on the left, which isn't a problem. When slowing down and stopping, Max doesn't check the mirrors and therefore doesn't realise there is a vehicle behind us. He should have checked the mirrors and signalled. He comes off the clutch and stalls the car. When Max drives forward into the bay, he's over the line, so decides to reverse and readjust, which is fine. He carries out good observations before reversing and notices another vehicle reversing out of a bay. But when reversing, Max doesn't reverse out enough and therefore doesn't give himself too much space to correct his positioning. He still finishes outside the bay. Now Max opens the door to check his positioning, but after checking, he doesn't close the door properly, so I have to stop him.
Okay, stop there a second. Your door's still open.
Max decides to give it another go, but again doesn't finish inside the bay.
Finished?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you could reverse back out please, yeah? So the front of the car's facing that way.
Okay.
You could drive to the left please.
That way.
Yeah. The traffic lights, if you could turn right please.
When turning right here, Max has a choice of 2 lanes. Ideally he should select the left hand lane, as this will lead him onto the left lane after the turning. Max selects a right hand lane, which is okay too. All he has to do is stay in his lane and after the turning come back to the left lane when it's safe. And he does do this. Whilst turning, Max comes over to the left slightly and gets quite close to the vehicle in the left lane.
But you actually carry the emergency stop here.
After stopping in an emergency, you should apply the handbrake as soon as you've stopped. Max doesn't apply the handbrake and eases off the foot brake so the vehicle rolls back a touch.
Stop. And move off when you're ready, please.
Now we are positioned in the middle of the road, so Max should check both blind spots before moving off. But he doesn't check both blind spots, and not checking the blind spots after the emergency stop would be a serious fault on the driving test.
At the end of the road, turn right, please.
This is an uphill junction and again Max stalls a couple of times. Because this has happened quite a few times, I've marked it as a serious driving fault. I'm going to ask Max the show me question, which he does correctly.
Show me how to demist your back windscreen. Thank you. And if you could park up anywhere safe on the left.
We are going to end the test here, and let's find out what Max thought about his driving.
Okay, if you could just switch off the engine for me now. Okay, so we're going to end the test here now because you've been driving for between 35 and 40 minutes, yeah? Okay. Anything you got on?
I think I definitely failed on the parking, the forward bay parking.
Yeah, let's talk about what happened there.
I wasn't in the lines.
Yeah. So you know the first time, like before you even started the manoeuvre, yeah?
Yeah.
So I asked you to like pull up on any bay on the right, yeah? But you chose one on the left instead. Yeah, was there any reason for that? Or
Oh, no, I must have just got mistaken.
that's fine. Have you done the left one before with your instructor? You parked on the left and the right.
No, I don't think I have actually. That's probably why it went bad.
Yeah, so normally we do. We normally do the one on the right. You can do the one on the left. Yeah, there's like if you did like I actually do the one on the right. If you do the one on the left, as long as you're done fine, it is a bit more difficult because you have to move your car out. You have less space to maneuver into.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is a bit more difficult. But the thing was, you know, before you even started the maneuver, did you notice there was a vehicle behind you?
No.
Yeah. So even if you got it perfectly in, yeah, there was a vehicle behind you. What should you have done before you started the maneuver?
Check the mirrors.
Yeah, and then how could you have won that vehicle that you were gonna
Signal.
Yeah. Okay, so that was a serious fault even before you actually started doing the maneuver. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, and then you realised you weren't inside the bay. Yeah. So what should you have done?
Well, I tried to reverse out and go back in, but
Yeah.
that didn't work.
Yeah, but you know when you reversed out, reverse back a lot more. As long as you don't go into the bay behind, so use all that space that you can. You reverse back just about half of that bay, and you didn't have enough space to sort your position out.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but even like the second time, if you thought like, so you went back, you went forward again, you still knew you went in,
Yeah.
Okay, reverse back again, but then you just reverse back, and then you did it again in a different bay. Yeah, same thing again, didn't work out, did it?
No.
And then you just gave up in the end. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
don't give up. Just come back further again and do it again. Okay.
Okay.
So that, and then you open your door to check. Yeah. And then when you thought you'd close the door, it wasn't closed, was it?
Yeah. Would that be a serious fault?
Yeah. Should you be driving with your door open?
No, I didn't know it was open.
Yeah, exactly. So that was unfortunate, but that would have been a serious fault there.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, the maneuver. Apart from that, with the maneuver, like there was just one other thing that kept happening. What was it?
Stalling.
Stalling. Yeah.
I think that's just getting used to the car.
First I thought it was the car, yeah, but a lot of the times, every time we're stationary, yeah. Okay. How are you supposed to bring the clutch up?
Smoothly.
Smooth, a lot slower. You're rushing off it. Like the first couple of times, I thought it's probably because of the car, but the way you're bringing it up, in most cars, if you bring your clutch up like that, it's gonna stall.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that happened quite a few times. Yeah.
Yeah. That did.
Okay, especially the last one on the hill.
Yeah.
So that's something you need to work on. Yeah. Does that happen in your instructor's car much? Have you done loads of hills?
No,
and that, yeah?
I never stall in my instructor's car.
Oh, okay.
So that must be just like a different car. I
Yeah,
think.
maybe because of the car, but remember, you're not going to be driving your instructor's car after you pass. Yeah, you need a technique.
I've got my own car as well,
Oh, brilliant.
and that I sometimes stall, but I've got a bit used to it now.
Okay, cool. But apart from that, your general driving, have you actually booked your test yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, to be honest, I'd recommend you to book your test. Yeah, there's nothing that you can't sort out within a few weeks as long as you continue regular lessons, because test dates, they're only about 4 to 6 weeks away in
Alright.
Wolverhampton. Yeah, and as long as you keep practicing your car and stick to around 1.5 hours a week with your instructor, you should be ready. Yeah, because there was a lot of good stuff there. A lot of good stuff.
So is it more just practicing like manoeuvres then?
Yeah, that maneuver. But you said you haven't done it to the left before.
No.
Yeah, so if you tried the one on the right, it probably would have been better.
Yeah.
But the thing is, just with the maneuvers, don't really. If you know you're out of position, don't just think, "Oh, forget this," then leave it there. Yeah, just reverse back again, and as long as your observations are there, which were, when you were readjusting. Obviously, they weren't there at the start, though. Yeah. The other thing I'd say, your mirrors.
Yeah.
Like before you signal, they're good. Yeah, in general, when you're changing lanes, that was really good. Yeah, but when you're slowing down, which mirror are you supposed to check before you slow down?
That one.
Yeah, we're missing that one quite a bit.
Oh, were they?
Okay.
I didn't know.
That one, and also, when you're. So what did you say? You didn't know that you had to check that one?
I didn't know you had to check. Well, I knew you had to check like every now and again, but I didn't know it was specifically when slowing down.
Yeah. So the reason for that, is so say if somebody's following you really close.
Yeah.
How's that going to affect your braking?
Well, if I brake hard, they won't have time to stop.
Exactly. Yeah. So you should always be, when you have to slow down when you're approaching some traffic lights, check your mirror. Yeah. Think, okay, if these lights change all of a sudden, that guy's following me really close. I can't brake too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And in general, if someone is like tailgating you, your braking should be earlier and smoother. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the reason. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Good. Also, mirrors. It's always good to have a look at your mirrors. When you're in traffic, and you're moving off. Quick look in your side mirrors as well, especially this left one. Yeah. Why?
To check if cyclists.
That's it. Cyclists. So we didn't have many side mirror checks at all when we were moving off.
Okay. Are they minor faults?
Yeah. This is like, because it didn't really affect anything. Yeah. It wouldn't really be as serious. But like I said, there will be a time when there is a cyclist there.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't think of it as just for my test. I think in general, when you're driving your own car, it's always good to be aware about what's going on around you. Yeah. Okay. So that was the first time I asked you to pull up. We touched
Hit
the
the
curb.
curb, yeah.
Yeah, okay, but again, it wasn't like we went too fast. Yeah, if we're any faster than that, that could have been a serious because it could have caused some damage to the tire on that. Yeah,
Yeah.
again, if there was a pedestrian close by as well. And the rest of the ones, like I said, there's nothing.
Were roundabouts okay?
Roundabouts are really good. Yeah,
Oh, were they?
yeah, your roundabouts are really good. You know those twin roundabouts when asked you to turn right
Yeah.
at both of the roundabouts, you figured out that it's best to stick to the right hand lane because
That's
you turn
from
right
watching the
again.
videos.
Good, but the thing you did start to steer slightly to the left. Yeah, just about that much. Steer slightly to the left, and then you came off in the right. So just be careful.
Yeah.
If you're going to come off in the right, just stick to it. Don't move over to the left at all. And the other thing, in general, when you have a choice of two lanes
Yeah.
that both go the same direction, not on a roundabout and just a normal turn as well, which lane should you select out of the two?
Yeah, the left-hand line.
Yeah, the left-hand lane. And we had two occasions
yeah,
where you
right.
selected the right-hand lane, which is not a problem. Yeah, the only thing is you'll end up
Yeah.
in the right-hand lane,
Yeah.
but then you're moving back over fine, which is fine. Yeah, okay. You're giving yourself a bit of extra work to do. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, that's no fault because you are realizing you're moving over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And your judgment when moving over is good. You're not just rushing over. Okay, when you change your lane, which is a really good thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, hopefully that's helped you out, Max.
Yeah, that's thanks.
You're not obviously. We didn't pass today, but you're not too far off at all. Yeah, you're not too far off. Keep practicing in your own car, and obviously sort this stuff out with your instructor. Yeah. Okay. Anything that you feel I'm not 100% with, just tell your instructor and go through it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And hopefully, in a few weeks' time, when your test is booked up, you'll send me a message telling me you've passed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Right. Thanks a lot, Max.
Thank you.
And guys, like always, hopefully you found that useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.